All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for State of the Atmosphere. We are going to get into a bunch of stuff tonight. You know, it's the last week in March, so we've got to clue you in on the April premieres at the theater. We're also going to do some talking about Wings Hauser. Rest in peace, my friend. You will be missed. The Sweeney spot. So you say there might be a chance for us after all. And we're going to talk about the fallout from Snow White's bad opening. All of that and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and I'm joined as usual with my partners in crime, including we have a halfling in the house. Look out. Who is that, John? And you are muted, my
You're
friend.
muted, dude.
But you're going to get there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who
This
is
is
that
Archer,
guy?
my grandson.
Archer. Archer is hanging out
Awesome.
Say
tonight.
hi, Archer.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Good guy. All right.
That's awesome.
We also got Jed in the house. What's happening, man?
What's up, dude?
And the Knockster is here. What's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing?
Hello.
Hello. He says hello.
Hello.
And to let you know, yes, I'm not on Rumble tonight. I did it on Facebook because I forgot to set up the Rumble page. But we'll show the replay on Rumble here about 8:00 tonight.
Joe acting like me right now.
Yeah, I blew it. I blew it. What can I do? What can I do? But anyway, so I hope you guys have had a good week so far. It's been an interesting day. We're going to get into a lot of it in the pop culture update. So let's get to it and see what's going on with it. If I can find the right stuff to play here.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
All right. First thing we got to talk about is the elephant in the room, boys and girls. Snow White comes in at 42.2 million. And Knock is going to have a review for us here in a minute, but we're going to
I'm in that number.
we're going to cover the news.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's actually in that number, boys and girls.
I got us above the 42,206,400.
There you go. See, he
I
did
got us
his
above that
job.
number. So you're welcome, Disney. You're welcome.
He's one of your shields, Disney, so
But
kiss his
anyway.
ass.
Oh
shit,
my
there's
God! Look
red.
who's in here, Knock.
Fucking red. Just in time
What's
for Snow
Red
White.
Burst?
Red.
What's
I know-
happening, Colin? Good to
Hey,
see you.
Colin, what's up, dude?
Oh,
And we
red.
got Mike Souza in there. He says Archer
Hey.
dominating this early chat. Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When are you gonna go
Currently,
see Snow White?
Deadpool and Wolverine making 1.34 billion. Said like Dr. Evil, 1.34 billion dollars. But anyway, it's good to see all of you guys. Yeah. Wow. It came in under Dumbo. It's the worst live action
I still haven't seen
premiere
the
they've
Dumbo.
ever had. So
Dumbo
yeah, we'll be
was
talking
better.
about that. Black Bag in its second week made 4.2. Captain America. None of these movies made in double digits. In the rest of the top five. Captain America: Brave New World, Novocaine, and Mickey 17. I think they're going to keep this Captain America movie in theaters until it reaches 200 million.
Yeah, so they can
domestically.
brag.
I think they're
Mickey
gonna keep it out
17
there.
still chugging along.
Yeah. Did you go see that? Did you go?
I didn't go because my theater doesn't open until the 27th.
Okay,
Oh, that sucks.
That's
All
tomorrow.
I hear you.
Are you
Yeah.
going to go see it?
Are you gonna go see it?
I've got to see what we're gonna go see.
I got you.
Ah,
Okay.
dude.
We'll
I'm
see what
sorry,
happens.
John.
I can't
Also
go
in the
'cause it's
house
not
is
out.
Christian
Are you gonna go when
DeLore.
it's
Good
out?
to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
And the man whose name must be uttered every time we do this show. You know, we've got to let the people know he's here.
There are some who call me Tim.
Yes, you do have a name, and it's Tim. Good to see you, Tim.
I feel
Good
like
to
he
see
wants it
all
too
of you
much now.
guys. Let's see. What's Christian talking about? Who's everybody on this beautiful spring? How's everybody on
Ow.
this beautiful spring day?
Yeah.
We are doing great, man. We're doing
Yeah.
great.
The wrong
We're just
spelling of
checking
those
things out.
words.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Snow White, bad opening. Oh my gosh. And of course, you know, the hits just keep coming
Look,
for
did
this
you see
movie.
what
And
Tim-
and guys, I have to tell you, it's their own fault. It's
Yup.
they failed on every level of PR for this thing. Box office, Snow White limps to alarming 42.2 million domestic opening, 86 million globally. That is bad for this film. That's this story is the cornerstone of what started Disney.
Yeah.
And
What Walt
the original
started.
is one of the greatest movies ever made. And so, to see this out of the live action remake, it's just, oh man. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to have Knock review it for us real quick after I'm done with these articles. But the last one I have here is how Rachel Zegler backtracked on Snow White criticism after Disney remake's release because, the numbers were bad.
What a shock there, huh?
Yeah, right. She crawfished a lot on what she was saying.
Did you see what Tim said?
After she had said, I'll get to it, Jed. Hang on. Let me finish. Zegler drew criticism 2 years ago for saying that the 97 film needed a drastic overhaul as the prince literally stalks Snow White. I mean, you can't say that about this.
You
And
can't.
she crawfished on it. And, that's how that went. There's a lot of
watch 5 minutes of it.
I saw one earlier today about how the producer's son attacked her on Twitter. He's the reason why it went bad and everything. What is Tim saying? On IMDb, Snow White has a 1.8 on it. I know it's bad. All the ratings are bad. But, have these people seen the movie? I don't know. But, hey, the ratings are bad. Look, here's the worst thing. Even the shills are not coming out for this thing. If you look at the Rotten Tomato score for the critics, it's bad. It's in the 40 percentile, and that they never get that for Disney movies. So, Knock, you went and saw this, so we didn't have to. Give us your assessment of the Snow White remake, bro.
I actually didn't mind the movie, especially in the beginning. Shut up, Jed. Listen up.
Yeah, Jed, shut up. You haven't seen it. Shut up. Go.
When you look at the beginning of it, Joe, you'll actually think it's a lot similar to Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with an opening number, big old festival. It's a nice little story.
Mm-hmm.
They did end up using Snow White in the vernacular of she was born during a snowstorm, and that's how she got the name Snow.
Right.
Kind of thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where that was kind of the opening.
Yeah.
And so, and that's pretty much how it opened up not bad. And then, you had the king and the queen and the daughter, and then the queen passes away, and the evil witch comes in and seduces the dad, and then sends the dad off to war, and then dad never comes back, and that's pretty much the story. Then the Rachel Zegler's character turns into kind of just a housemaid and kind of forgotten by the people. So I actually now they didn't have, of course, Prince Charming. They had a criminal guy, bandit, instead. But his role was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, from the way that
Yeah, look,
know-
the love interest was a bandit, not the prince, right?
Yeah. And I didn't mind it because you got like a bit of a Han Solo-esque character, right? He's the bad guy and with the silver tongue and the kind of the light factor in it. But I felt like they had pretty good chemistry between the two. I thought, like I said, I honestly, the way that Rachel Ziegler talked, you wouldn't think there was any man in there.
Right.
But
yeah, the way she was talking. Yeah.
But no, I didn't get that vibe in the actual movie at all. I felt like they had a pretty good, back and forth, that normal, kind of back and forth at the beginning, and then they kind of grew closer, and he saves her, and that girl, and her character development was kind of interesting too, where she starts out kind of naive, ish, and then kind of learns more about the world because she was stuck in a castle forever. She meets the dwarves. I didn't have any issues with the dwarves myself, honestly. I don't really get the hate they're getting with the CGI. Forget all the other stuff,
right. Yeah.
Should be CGI.
We're talking about the movie right now. We're not talking about the PR campaign.
Right. So, I didn't mind them. I thought they were all fine. Dopey had his own little side, story-ish, like extremely small side story, but it was kind of cool to see his development in there. And then, that you had the witch that Gal Gadot is awful. Yeah. She's awful.
That's been unanimous whether people like this movie or not. I've heard that I
enjoyed the first 10 seconds of her act.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was gone. Like when she actually started to try to sing, when she tried to do anything, when she tried to actually act, it was just bad. When the very first 10 seconds where she's like calm, demure, just like acting villainy, it was fine. And then after that, it was just gone. Just
I heard the songs she sings are bad too.
Oh, they're awful. They're just simply awful. And then what got me was like there was parts of it where in the beginning they're talking about food, right? She starts hoarding all the food, the queen does, and then the people out in the city are have nothing to eat, and then there's like an apple orchard right across the way from them. And they all could have just went and picked apples, and nobody apparently learned how to do this themselves. It was kind of weird. So that kind of turned me off as far as the plot point goes, but whatever. Right. But no, it was. And then of course you had the bandits, which I thought originally the bandits were supposed to be the original dwarves. You were mentioning before the show that they were supposed to be, instead of dwarves, it would be the 7 bandits. But
right, I was going to ask you about that. Did the editing seem a little choppy because they added the dwarves after they filmed it originally? It was supposed to be they were supposed to be replaced by bandits, and this. And they did reshoots to add the dwarves in.
They did, and it was kind of weird because the bandits are still there. They just fall under the guy that's the love interest.
Yeah.
And then they don't do anything significant at all. There's one.
They pretty much cut him out of the movie. Is what
one of the short guy, the one that was actually shorter than the rest. They gave him some personality.
Yeah.
But that was about it. The rest of them didn't really matter at all. And so it was kind of funny because I thought they were supposed to be the dwarves originally. That was my thinking. At least replace them for them. But
that's the thing. They
but they kept them in the movie in a small capacity. So, but I don't know. The music was fine. Other than that, it was pretty good. I thought Rachel Zegler's character was pretty decent. Her arc in there was pretty decent. I thought. I didn't think it was a bad movie. Honestly, I still. To this day, probably the most recent movie I've seen that's been the biggest disappointment to me was Gladiator 2. So I put Snow White above Gladiator 2.
Okay, well, that'll work. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. I mean, look, Rachel Ziegler is talented. And
there's no doubt.
Some things.
Did those words just come out of your mouth, Joe?
Yeah, they did. No, she is talented, dude.
I don't know why you're hating right now.
But here's the thing, Jed. She is trained for the stage. That's what she's trained for.
She's a theater kid, basically.
Yes, exactly.
She's not an intro.
She doesn't, and here's the thing about this flick right here. We know they did major reshoots, and that's never good for a film.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is it's the PR. Disney has nobody to blame but themselves for this movie right here. Because they let her go out there and pretty much pull the pin on the grenade on it 2 years ago. And then when all this stuff happened in Gaza, and she started getting political on every social media site there was, and she's in a film with somebody who is on the receiving end of that attack that happened. We won't even get into that politically, but you can't tell me that didn't cause friction between. I don't know if you guys saw the Oscars, but they didn't look like they even wanted.
Oh
to be
no,
on the
she
same stage
wanted
with
it.
each other.
She wanted
So-
to body
And
slam her.
right, and
Yeah, like
so yeah, it's the PR where they friggin' fell down on this, and
at the
yeah.
last moment, Joe, they were
Mhm.
trying to keep them apart and keep her away from saying anything at the movie because they were sending her off to Japan and all these other places that weren't here. That's the
Right.
funny thing.
Let's see. Did the reboot live action The Little Mermaid with African American actress as Ariel do better than Snow White Abomination or worse? Better.
Much better.
It
Much
did
better.
much better. It did much better,
I think
and it didn't
over
have as much
400 mil.
backlash either. I've heard people say that that's a pretty good movie. It made
She's
a lot of money.
Great
at the box
singer.
office.
It's
Yeah.
just
Mhm. She is a talented singer, not talented overall. Yeah, I would agree with that. She's a classically trained person for the stage, and maybe she needs to go back to that. I mean, because every time she opens her mouth, producers are just, oh my God, they're cringing at what she's going to say. You know what I mean? So, but then again, she is young. Let me put this in perspective for you guys real quick. There was a young guy in a movie Titanic that movie made more money at the time than any other film in history. It made so much money it wasn't even funny, which is impressive, seeing as it was almost a 4-hour movie and it made more money than everything else out there. You know what I mean? People went back and back and back to the theater to see this thing. Well, Leonardo DiCaprio boycotted the Oscars the year it came out because he wasn't nominated for Best Actor. And he was a very young guy at the time. And he paid the price for it over the years. I mean, I thought he should have won Best Actor for The Aviator when he played Howard Hughes. He was dynamite in that movie.
That movie was awesome.
But they look, the Academy doesn't forget when you turn your back on them. You know what I mean? And this is happening with her. She is rubbing people the wrong way. And look, whatever your politics are, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And most of the people with the money in Hollywood are Jewish. Okay, that's just all there is to it.
And I thought he should have won something for Catch Me If You Can too.
But he won for The Revenant, and that's fine. It's kind of like when Clint Eastwood.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, dude, look, that's a brutal movie. That is not for the screen.
I've heard it's a brutal.
Not just the bear attack. Not just the bear attack. The whole movie is not for the squeamish. Okay, it's like you watch a lot of Apple Plus. Have you watched C Knock? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like that. It's that brutal. Okay, the whole movie is. It's crazy.
Apparently, the creators of Baldur's Gate really liked that movie and the bear attack scene.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
the
bear rape scene, I should say.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, John.
Yeah, here's our troll.
Let's see. Ariel says, you're all wrong. Snow White is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You're all just mad that you weren't hired to be the dwarves. No, Peter Dinklage.
I mean, I feel like I've been topping it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I find it funny they kept the original dwarves, that the people they were going to use as dwarves as the bandits, and they went to the CGI dwarves.
Yep.
Yeah,
Colin gets what I'm talking about. That movie is gruesome the whole way through. But I bring up Leonardo because that's what can happen. And he was young. He was just speaking from his heart. And I know that's what this girl is doing too. She just doesn't understand. People are going to remember what you say. There are going to be consequences to your actions, chick. And most of the people that you work for don't like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't help when you speak from the heart and your heart's black and shriveled.
Yeah, for sure. The Departed should have gotten one too. Well, it got Best Picture. He didn't get Best Actor for it, but it got Best Picture. Yeah. But anyway, I think we're going to close the book on Snow White. I think that's about all the time I want to give to that subject because I have no intention of seeing it. I'm not. Thank you for going to see it for us. I will I will see it one day when it comes on streaming, I guess.
It'd be nice if there was more movies coming out recently.
Yeah,
Same
well,
like
we're going to
that.
talk about the April movies coming up.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for
you
taking
know,
that bullet for us.
Yeah,
Dude,
thanks for
he
taking that
actually
bullet
took
for
a
us, bro.
Hey
grenade.
man, look, I did not go into it with the hate gravy, so
And you
know,
never do, and I appreciate that, Knock. I really do. But when you said Gal Gadot was bad, I said okay. He did pay attention to the movie.
It was pretty bad.
Let's see. Tim says, not for the squeamish. So is this show too, Joe. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Boy, people bashing on Joe today. What the hell is going on here?
Well,
Mike Souza says, Time Bandits. Yes, that I'm that old was one of the better short people films. Hell yeah.
Oh, you mean the Lisa Kudrow movie that just came out? Oh
No,
man,
no.
that was great. It was a great movie.
No. We're not talking about that series on Apple Plus. No, we're talking about the actual Time Bandits by Terry Gilliam. But anyway, let's get back to the pop culture update, boys and girls. Let's get the sad stuff out of the way after that Snow White news. Wings Hauser, one of my favorite actors ever, passed away this week. He was, I believe, 78 years old. I have the article in here, I think, don't I? I know I pulled it up. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Young and the Restless star, and the movie I remember him from, Vice Squad. Actor Wings Hauser, dead at 78. He was known for, he was born into the Hollywood lifestyle thanks to his father, Dwight A. Hauser, who was an Academy Award-winning writer, director, and producer. And by the way, if you didn't know this, I found this out doing research for this. I did not know. If you watch Yellowstone, Rip is his son. His name's Cole Hauser. And I had no clue. But after hearing that, I was like, well, now I know exactly why he's acting the way he does, because his dad is very matter of fact and talks that way and everything. So thought that was pretty cool to find that out. But he's known for The Last Precinct, Lightning Force, several episodes of Roseanne, Murder, She Wrote, Beverly Hills 90210, a bunch of stuff like that. But his best role, if you ask me, and they're talking about his biggest film credits include Ramrod, the Killer Pimp in Vice Squad, and appearing on Tough Guys Don't Dance and The Insider. He played Russell Crowe's fiery lawyer in The Insider, the movie about the tobacco industry, and Russell Crowe plays the insider that exposes them. I want to share this with you. This is a scene that just says everything about Ramrod. And the reason why I remember it so much is this is the clip, one of the clips they show in an old, they made a documentary. I can't remember what year was that. Let me look it up real quick. It was, Terror in the Isles was the name of it. And it was about horror movies. And it was, hosted by Nancy Allen and, Donald Sutherland, and they were going over villains. They were saying how to be a great horror movie, you had to have a great villain, right? And okay, it came out in 1984. This is the documentary. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's a really cool watch, man. It really is. But this has to do with horror movies up until 1984. And when they were talking about the villains, they talked about two guys that weren't in horror movies, and that was Rutger Hauer in the movie Nighthawks with Sylvester Stallone and Billy D. Williams, which is great too, by the way, if you've never seen that. Mm-hmm. And they talked about Ramrod, the Killer Pimp in Vice Squad. Let's see, where is it? I know I downloaded it. Okay, here's a scene from Vice Squad from 1982.
Honey, all I want to do is just love you.
You hurt me bad, Ramrod.
I know I did. But that's because I thought you was holding out on me, and I should have known better. I should have known you wouldn't do a thing like that. I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I ain't never gonna hit you. All I want to do is give you the kind of love you want, what you need. Open the door, Ginger.
You swear you ain't gonna hit me again?
That's right. Avenger. Open the door. Come on, open the door. I cannot believe how stupid you are.
That is my favorite line he ever said in a movie. I cannot believe how stupid you are.
Yup.
Oh man, that if you've never seen that movie, he is off the chain the entire flick, man. It is really good. But yeah, Wings Hauser passed away this week. Like I said, his filmography, it has a ton of stuff in there that's pretty good. But he never was the leading guy. He never was. He had a recurring role on The Young and the Restless for God since the 70s. He was on there the first time in 1977. But the movies they've got him listed for is Tough Guys Don't Dance, Vice Squad, of course, The Insider, and Rubber. Now, Rubber, tell him what this movie's all about, Jed. This is craziness right here, man.
This is about a tire killing people.
It's about a tire. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But anyway,
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Wings Hauser passed away, and he will be missed. Anything you guys want to add to that story right there?
No, dude. He was a part of horror, action, and all this other stuff, drama for a bunch of decades. He was awesome at it, man.
Yeah, a lot of TV roles. He was in a lot. He was guest starred on a lot of TV.
Yeah, especially during the 70s and 80s. You know, he did do some 90s, but it wasn't as big as he was in the 70s and 80s. So,
did they give the Tire the Jaws theme? I've never seen this movie. I've heard about it.
I think I'm the only one here may have seen it because I like to watch bad movies sometimes, like bad B movies, like The Room, and like ones not the Disney crap, but the funny stuff.
All right,
that was a funny movie too.
Connie is here. Yeah, it's what they call a black comedy / horror movie. Yeah, it's good to see you, Connie. Good to see you. Always good to see you. It's good to see all of you watching tonight. You guys like, share, subscribe, share out the show. Let everybody know we're on. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what's next up on the update. Oh yeah. Well, this was all over the place today, boys and girls. Marvel unveils Avengers Doomsday cast with MCU mainstay and X-Men Fantastic Four stars.
There's the
pretty
little
impressive
video. I put the little video for it on X for you, right in the chat, private chat.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's nothing to it. All they did was show directors' chairs.
Yeah, I know.
That's all they did. What they did, guys, is they had a live stream earlier today. It popped up on my feeds. The only reason why I saw it, and John Das Wolfen was telling me they were hitting X all day. The Marvel account was with these different announcements, and I saw it earlier this morning, and really all they were doing was showing the back of directors' chairs with people's names on them. That's all they were doing. But the list is quite extensive. It looks like they're trying to do the Deadpool and Wolverine thing again with all the cameos they're going to have in this and stuff like that. Robert Downey Jr. returns to the MCU with other confirmed stars, including stars as Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston. X-Men stars like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are going to be in it. Let's see who else they got here.
Yeah, he's probably going to be Nightcrawler, Colin.
We got Knox's favorite guy, Tom Holland. He's there.
Of course.
Chris Evans,
he's got to be
Captain America is going to be there.
No,
whether he's going to be
Those
Steve
are
Rogers or
missing.
Captain America, we don't know.
Those were missing. Those weren't.
Those
yeah,
were
if you
missing?
go back, yeah, those weren't. Some of the big names.
Names
Channing
missing
Tatum.
from the roll call. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry to tease you like that, Knox. I'm sorry.
Channing Tatum is going to be.
That's messed up, Joe.
Give it.
That messed with my heart.
Oh, there's the list right there.
Yeah, this is the list right here. Announced Chris Hemsworth's Thor, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, Anthony Mackie's Captain America, Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier, Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, Letitia Wright's Black Panther. I guess they're going with Homegirl. Yeah. Wyatt Russell's U.S. Agent, which, you know what? I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to Thunderbolts just for him because I really like him.
Dude, I'm only looking forward.
Hashtag U.S. Agent did nothing wrong.
I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts for Bucky and him. That's the only two people.
Yeah. Well,
Bucky and
the
him.
Crimson, what's his guy? The Red Guardian? He's cool
Red
too.
Guardian.
But anyway, we got Simu Liu, Shang-Chi. Oh my God. Florence Pugh, I'm down with her. Yeah. The new Black Widow. Danny Ramirez, the Falcon. That's the guy from Captain America, Brave New World. Winston Duke, M'Baku. Oh, he's a great character, man. I do like him. I like him a lot. Yeah, he's the one that runs that gorilla tribe, right? Isn't that him? Yeah. It also includes X-Men actors Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Ian McKellen's Magneto, James Marsden's Cyclops. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Rebecca Romaine is Mystique, who kicked off the modern era of the superhero movies in 2000. So
all killed off.
Let's see what else we got here. They will be joined by X-Men 2 United's Alan Cumming, Nightcrawler. Yeah, he's great.
I mean, I would think so. I don't think you can have Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart in for the next 2 decades. So
no, this is.
They're killing everybody off. Within
they're
the
not going to kill everybody off in this thing.
Let's
see. Kelsey Grammer is Beast. Let's see who else we got here. Members of the Fantastic Four. Of course, we know the cast of Fantastic Four already. Thunderbolts. We're going to have Lewis Pullman. Bob. I don't know who that is.
Century. Bob,
is that Century? Okay.
Yeah.
David Harbour's Red Guardian and Hannah John Cammon's Ghost. Say that again.
Lewis Pullman is Bill Pullman's son.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Well, and guess who else is going to be in there? The Submariner. I'm not going to pronounce this guy's name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he apparently he's going to be in there. And this story is the top one on all the rags, guys. Every last one of them.
So, Ariel, there's going to be 4 movies before they end everything and reboot everything.
4 movies.
There's going to be more than that.
No, they said 4. They said there's going to be Doomsday. They said there's going to be Secret Wars, and then there's 2 Secret in the middle, and then Doomsday.
Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this from?
Comes out before Secret Wars.
I was fixing to say Doomsday.
Well, sorry, I got it confused, but I got this from multiple sources.
Okay,
I got it from Variety and all these other places.
They must
so
be.
Only 4. You guys heard it here live. Only 4 movies in the next 5 years. That's
what they've been saying for the last 6 months.
Relax.
No TV shows.
Yeah.
Relax.
No movies, just 4 movies.
Speaking of TV shows, I don't know about you guys, but I'm about to check out of Daredevil. I'm about to check out.
I'm kind of
dude. You know that Kamala Khan bullshit last night?
I didn't see it. I will
say that so they dropped 2 episodes last, and I did manage to sneak them in.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
But one of them was just a filler episode. But
it was good. The filler episode was actually good.
It was fine. It was a stereotypical bank robbery.
Relax.
That's all it was. That's all. It was just a bank robbery. That's it.
It was actually better than the other episode, which
at least the others had stories. This was literally a filler episode that contributed.
I actually
if you took out that episode, it'd be nothing you'd glean from it if you took it out.
Dude,
actually
showed his
Kamala Khan was one of the best things about the MCU TV series.
Yeah, it's been the best television show they've had so far, besides maybe Loki.
Loki was better.
Loki was the best.
Yeah, Loki was way better.
I rode that Loki high into.
Wow, me and Knock actually agreed on something.
All right, let's get back into this. Even the mainstream news, AP was reporting this stuff today. So what's funny to me about this is they're not trying to save Snow White at all. They're moving on to the next.
Oh no, they
are moving on to the next thing, man. They have.
Dude, the day that it came out, they were taking Snow White pictures down and stuff in the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ariel says, okay, so how much money is going to pay these actors? This movie is going to cost a lot of money just because of all the people that are in it. I can guarantee you that. Yeah. And she says, is this a movie or series? No, what it is this is the next Avengers movie that we're talking about here. It's going to be called Doomsday, and Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doomsday. So,
well, if we want to bring rumors out,
go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Even Chris Evans has said, I'm not coming back as Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't say Steve Rogers. he said he wasn't coming back as Captain America.
Yeah.
Right.
The rumor
Yeah,
is he's
because
either going to
he's
come back
taken,
as
you know.
Nomad
Nomad. Okay.
or he's going to come back as
Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
Dude,
Okay.
I've been looking
And
at all
that makes
this.
sense because I also heard that Scarlett Johansson was going to come back as Lady Hydra.
They're gonna do the all evil Avengers on
Yeah.
Doom's side, and I even heard a wilder like rumor that they're gonna play dual parts. We're gonna have the original Avengers versus the Hydra Avengers.
I don't think because I don't think.
And I was like, okay, that's crazy, dude.
I don't think so.
I don't think we're
I
going to
just want
see
to
that.
see X-Men. That's the only my
Yeah,
only,
and that's-
like, connection to all the.
You gotta wait to that last movie, then, dude.
It's just,
Like-
it's just the X-Men. The X-Men is what I cared about.
And
with
then-
Marvel.
Mhm.
After Secret Wars, they're gonna. That's when the X-Men.
No,
thing
the
starts.
Fox X-Men are going to be in Doomsday.
In
Yeah.
Doomsday. This
They're
cast
filming
before
that
Doomsday,
right now.
buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's
but
the
that's-
whole point with the chairs is those are all the people that are showing
Need
up
to
for
be in the
Doomsday.
But that's
Minus
all
some
the
key
old.
people.
They're like literally, they're killing a bunch of people off. I don't know if some people haven't read Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, and other things, but they killed like in that new.
How many times is Patrick Stewart going to get killed? I'm kind of curious.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah,
they-
right. That's how many
Is
times
this
they're
number
going to
3 or
kill
4?
Professor X.
What
That'd
they're
be number
doing is
4 if
they're
he dies in this
combining.
one.
They're combining
I
the
think
old
that's funny. I don't
80s.
know.
They're combining the old 80s, 90s Secret Wars into the like new one. So that, and I've been going through a lot of stuff, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, so
Mhm.
I already know what they're going to be doing. They're taking a lot of the old stuff and the new stuff and just combining it together.
Well, Jed,
So-
we've seen some of the production art. So,
Mhm.
uh,
And that's from the new one. That was
Right.
just like maybe 5-10.
you had
years
the
ago.
share. One name I didn't see in all of that was Doctor Doom. I didn't see Michael Fassbender, or not Michael Fassbender, but I always get him and this guy screwed up. The guy that plays Doctor Strange, Cumberbatch, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he's in there.
Didn't see his name in there.
Bennington
Wait,
Cumberbund.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got.
right, Cumberbund.
Well, he got
Sherlock
upset that
Holmes.
he's not in a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. He actually went after some people. He got frustrated. But then somebody explained to him what he was doing, and then that's the reason why you haven't heard him say anything.
I
Recently.
just want to know where Shang-Chi has been for 6 years. That's all.
Right?
He stepped into a ring and then we never saw him again.
Never saw him again. That's it. Now they're supposed to be making a sequel to that damn movie. Oh God. I think
Yeah, I
seeing
know.
Sir Patrick Stewart brings back some balance to the MCU.
Yeah, but the last time we saw him, he got killed. So are we going to see
What's
him
up,
again
Bo?
just get
Good to
killed?
see you, man. Good to see you.
Remember that you can
Yeah,
go.
he got killed. What was it?
Okay,
Everybody in there was in the movie
we're
for 5
still
minutes.
in the multiverse saga. Okay,
know.
we're still in it. You
I
can
know.
bring whoever you want back.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not complaining about him being alive. I'm talking
Yeah.
about, is he going to die again?
That's the whole reason why they brought Robert Downey back. He's a variant of Doom, and the other guy wasn't supposed to be Doom either. He wasn't supposed to be Stark. That was another variant of Doom that went good and became Stark. That's the reason why it's
I feel
Stark.
like you're giving me too much backstory that I don't.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
besides, Jed, I was watching Tom Connors this morning on Midnight's Edge, and he says that he's heard that they're gonna he's gonna put on Tony's face just to lure people towards.
Yeah,
him
that's
or
the
some
whole
shit like
thing.
that,
The new Tony. It's not Stark, but it's actually been Doom. The
Mhm.
guy that we've known since that was actually Doom. They just turned him good, and that's the reason why the Starks adopted him.
Mhm.
Th-
Well-
that's
I haven't heard a word of that.
yeah, dude. I've been looking up all this stuff.
Resurrected inside
I'm sure there's
another
plenty
being.
of fan fiction out there.
Oh yeah, dude. There's plenty of stuff. You just gotta.
There's
you-
plenty of rumors and stuff.
look,
You just got to look it up.
I was
Yeah,
talking to somebody
what's-
earlier today. What was it? Oh yeah, I was on Gary's stream. He was doing a drink and draw thing. He's working on Vindicated, trying to get it done. And I was on there drawing the Privateer, and we were talking Star Wars. And friggin'
What?
this guy brought out a Boba Fett helmet that he had smashed. I mean, just smashed. And because he saw Boba Fett and couldn't believe what he did to what they did to it, so he smashed his
Oh,
helmet.
nerf the shit out of him.
Right. And I told him, I said, look, guys, we're going to hear so many rumors before these
Yep.
fucking movies come out. I remember between Empire Strikes Back, the 3-year hiatus between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And they were talking about how Boba Fett got punked in that movie, you know, getting swallowed by the Sarlacc and it burping and everything. And I said, you know, guys, there was a rumor going around that Darth was actually lying to him and that Boba Fett was his dad. And I think that George Lucas just put that to bed quick by punking him. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that's I said that's the entire reason why I think he did that. You know, he gave him a couple of seconds of fighting Luke, and that was it. He was done. You know,
He's like burp.
I mean, he went out like a punk. My God,
he
what was it?
did.
Harrison
Yeah.
Ford actually turned on his jets and fucked him up.
I don't know about new canon,
Excuse
but
me, I got something in my throat.
In extended universe, he actually survived.
Right? Yeah, and
Well, no, in
they
new
talked
canon,
about
he
that
has,
too.
right? He has because he had a TV show,
But that's what I'm saying. The point is, there are going to be so many rumors,
Yeah.
and even the friggin' art that the production art we saw doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything.
That
you know?
art that we saw, and that was from the new Secret War, that was 3 to 4 years old too.
Well,
Like,
that
put
was
that
from
into
that was
context.
from Doomsday.
Yeah,
The
and
stuff
that,
we
but that was old.
we showed on the show
Yeah,
just about a month ago
they
is
said
not
it was-
Secret Wars. Jed, shut up when I'm talking.
Dude, I'm talking
Come
about
on.
the new Secret Wars.
Okay,
Joe,
Jed.
where
All
Doom
right, if you're gonna
reigned
make me
over
do it,
everything.
if you're gonna make me do it,
Do you know? Did you read that? You didn't, did you?
where is it? Where is it?
Don't
The
you-
production art is from frickin' Doomsday. Now, what are you talking about?
There was a Secret Wars that Doom reigned supreme and everything else. I read it. I have
Are
it.
you talking about in the comic books?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
recently.
I'm glad to hear that. But
And
the
that
produc-
production art looks like the stuff that was in that Secret Wars.
that's great, Jed. Stop talking over people and let me finish
Damn.
my thought, and then you can tell me what you want to say, okay?
I've
all
been
I was
saying
trying to
that, but
say-
everybody's like, it's rumor. Dude, I was like, fuck.
Okay, Jed, is there a problem? I'm just trying to say that the art is from the Doomsday movie. That's all I'm
Yes,
saying.
but that, like, what I've been trying to tell you guys, it's also from Secret Wars, too.
I understand that.
Comics.
I
It
understand
was
that.
ripped right out of the comic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen these things from that. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, okay. Last one we got under pop culture update. This to me is a perfect casting, boys and girls. Jason Momoa teases Lobo casting in Supergirl. Born to do it, he says. Putting on the Lobo costume, the first time I asked everybody to call me by my character's name, Momoa tells Entertainment Weekly. Apparently, he's going to appear in the Supergirl movie as Lobo. So that should be a lot of fun.
I'm getting more hyped about this movie. First,
Dude,
you
yeah.
got Billy,
Yes.
and now you got Momoa. I've been a huge fan of Momoa since Stargate Atlantis, so
Yep.
I'm hoping to meet him one of these days.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Momoa's the
And he's
dude.
just gotten huge.
He reeks fun. The guy just reeks fun, and he's starting to show up in everything. Matter of fact, he's going to be in a movie first week of next month. As a matter of fact,
You know, I might have to go see that one too. The
Yep.
casting in that one is just too good.
Dude,
yeah. Colin says Jason Momoa is going to crush it. What's that, Jed?
dude, he is born to play Lobo.
Yeah, he is.
He
Yeah,
was
is.
born. He
Mhm.
wasn't born to play Aquaman. No, he even has a Lobo tattoo. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Aquaman's pretty
Who's
much
going
done
to
for now, right?
replace Aquaman? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Knock. What?
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, that's pretty much done for now, right? That Aquaman. That's
Yeah. Look, guys. Just remember, we have the Snyderverse and all that is gone now.
Yeah.
So he's not playing Aquaman anymore, Ariel, to answer your question. Okay. Somebody else is going to play Aquaman when they bring him back into the. We have officially I guess the start of it, of Tim Gunn's universe, really is the Suicide Squad movie. It really is. Because that's the one that he was a part of, and that's when they decided to give him the reins. He's decided to keep the characters from Suicide Squad in the DC universe, and he's rebooting all the rest of it. Okay. He started with Peacemaker, the television show, which a lot of
Love it.
people liked on
Love it.
Max. And also he did Creature Commandos. Now, I haven't finished Creature Commandos yet, but it's an adult cartoon.
It's a mixed
Basically,
bag.
What'd you say, Jed? I'm sorry.
I said it's a mixed bag of.
It's a mixed bag,
but
yeah.
they're also putting background lore in it too.
Right. That's
So-
why I want to finish watching it to
Yeah.
see if any of it shows up in the Superman movie. The big official kickoff is the Superman movie.
Yeah, because there is one part in that, because I did see it. There is one part where he was sneaky about this, and he shows who he's gonna put. What version? Yeah, he put that version of Supergirl in there. He put the version of Superman he was gonna do. He put Wonder Woman. He even put what version of the Flash he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go, Mike. Susan 4. You don't have to miss her. She's right here every week,
Yeah.
right next to me. There you go. But yeah, it's there's a lot riding on this Superman movie.
yeah,
A lot riding on it.
Ariel asks who's playing Supergirl.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's playing
We just
Supergirl in the
mentioned her,
movie?
but
The
I thought
same
you heard
actress that's doing the Supergirl series? No. Her name is Millie Alcock. If you've watched the House of the Dragon, she played the young Targaryen chick, the main character. She played her as a
She's
young
awesome in it.
teenager. And she is playing Supergirl. Hang on, let me bring this back up. That was a picture of her right next to the Supergirl picture right there.
yeah. This is
Millie
Joe's area
Alcock
right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. She's going to be playing Supergirl.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
me
hope
too.
Tom King is not help writing this, man.
Yes. Yeah. We said Alcock. That's her last name.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Yes,
Tom
I'm
King.
not lying.
That's
That's,
not
her
a
last name.
joke.
That's not a
It's
joke.
one
Yeah,
L.
it's a real name. It's a real
One
name.
L there, Ariel. Spell it right. Show some respect.
It's
Alcock.
There's only one L. Yes, get it right now.
dude. Imagine in high school how bad she got teeth.
Right. It's just a bad last
girl
name.
ain't nothing but
Girl, it
Alcock.
really is.
I'm kind of, and I agree with Red. I would like Grant Gustin to come back as Flash.
I have
Grant
kinda know-
Gustin. Nah, they're
He
going to get
was a
somebody
good
else.
Flash though. When
I know he
before-
was.
For the TV
If
show,
they-
I thought he was great. I don't know how
Yeah,
he
TV
did
show
the
was
movie,
good.
but I
It
did
was
like him
good.
in the TV show.
They kind of woked it all up though.
We got to talking about I think the Flash is probably the most popular of all the series that the Arrowverse put together. My personal favorite was Arrow, the first one. I dug it, especially the first year where he was just straight up murdering motherfuckers. I loved it.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people's problem with that one is they had too many Batman characters, and
Well,
Well,
they
it was a
started out
backtracking.
wanting to do Batman, and then they couldn't get the rights to do Batman, so they just made him Batman, basically.
right.
But it was
well,
Arrow, and I'm like, fuck off. Like,
yeah.
you know.
Well, I enjoyed it.
I know
not
I
every-
enjoyed it too. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it every week. I watched
Mhm.
it for seasons, even till the end show. you know.
Knock. What were you saying?
Well, first off, for me, there was way too many going back into the past. I hated. He spent 5 years on the island, so every season was 1 year on the island.
Yeah.
half the episode. I hated that.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was Legends of Tomorrow was probably my favorite of the CW.
Yeah, that was Rhonda's favorite too. She loved that show.
It got rough.
They're
after
talking
a while.
Smallville in the chat
Yeah.
here. You've been watching that, haven't you, Knock?
I made it up to season 5 because Michael Rosenbaum and what's his face, who recently got DUI. They were at one of the cons that I went to
Tom
last year, so I wanted to watch a little bit of the show, and I got their autographs. So yeah.
Yeah. Jed, what did you think of Smallville? I know you,
Dude, okay, so that first season was disaster. It was so boring. I
no
hated it.
spoilers past season 5.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to spoil it,
I'm
but
eventually gonna get it. I have it. I just haven't watched it.
that first season was just dragged on. But after I'd say middle of season 2 to season, it got so good.
I laughed my ass off when he
Yeah.
got the red kryptonite and I made him.
Yeah,
go
it went from, and then you go into the
He
later
goes into
seasons.
a bad boy, and it just looks so.
Dude,
weird.
that red kryptonite. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
And then when you go into the later seasons, not spoil, it just goes from 0 to like 100.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
you see all the awesome stuff, and Knock, you're gonna like it. If
You know,
you're
one show that
really
I
into
just
comics.
because we've kind of gotten into this vein of shows. I hope it's not
Yeah.
too much of a tangent for you, Joe.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's go.
Gotham. I never finished Gotham. Because
Yeah.
I think it ends with him in the suit, right? The kid in the suit.
Kind of in the suit.
Kind
Yeah,
of in the suit.
kinda.
So I never got to his teenage years,
Yeah.
I really liked that show at the beginning, especially because it had I forget his name, but Gordon. I think it's Gordon.
Yeah. It's Commissioner Gordon.
That actor. I was in high school when the OC came out on Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you remember the OC.
Yeah, I watched it when it first
that
came
was a
out.
pure teenage, TV show about this down on his luck kid moves to a rich neighborhood or whatever and gets kind of foster kid. And he was kind of the bad boy side.
That was trying to be their 90210.
It was that kind of like
they tried to do it.
It was
and
teenage drama.
Yeah.
I never watched any of that crap.
Yeah.
But that actor, he always stuck with me, and I always liked him. So,
well, I tell you, getting back to the Flash, I don't think I'm speaking out of school when I say a lot of people enjoyed that one a lot.
Oh yeah,
and I always thought it was a missed opportunity. And you comic book guys, John and Jed, I want to know your opinion of this. I always thought they should have made Grodd the big bad for an entire season.
Yes, I wanted to see that. I was like, and then they just put him off to the side. I was like, wait, dude, you have one of his biggest villains. Why did you do
always
this?
the bridesmaid, never the bride?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. To stream group, do any of you know if they are done with Young Justice? Leaving us off on Dark Supergirl and Dark Mary Marvel joining the dark side as the furries. What the hell is she
I don't
have
any idea what you're
Furies.
talking about.
Not furries, Furies.
Yeah, what
Furies.
John said.
That's
They're okay, Ariel.
I'm still
They're
saying
done.
Furies.
They're done with that. It's done.
Yeah. Everything before, like I said, the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad, David Ayer's movie, but the Suicide Squad. I can't speak tonight. James Gunn's movie of Suicide Squad with Idris Elba in it instead of Will Smith. Okay. The one with Starro is the big bad. That's about the only thing that's staying in. That's going to keep Peacemaker in there with John Cena playing him, that kind of thing. Which means that we're going to have, what's her name? The black lady that's playing, oh God, she runs
Davis.
Project X.
Viola Davis, like you said.
Oh, you're talking about
Viola Davis. That's it. Yeah, Jed just said it.
Oh,
what's the character's name? Amanda Waller. That's it. Yeah.
Man, dude,
she's going to continue too. So,
dude, she was a pain in the ass to like Clark and Bruce, everybody, man.
I will say this. About Young Justice. Never say never, because they came back. They went back and did another series, another season of Clone Wars. So
this is true. You're right.
Yeah, get a Kickstarter. It'll happen.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If Gunn fails with the Superman movie, they may go back to some of the old reliable, and you may see Young Justice again.
Yeah. Well,
so
I don't think it's going to fail, guys.
I don't think it's going to fail either.
It's coming out in the middle of summer.
Yeah,
it's that movie can't make less than $1 billion. It can't. It just simply can't.
Yeah. I'm hyped for it, man. The last trailer got me hyped for it because we got to see Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. We got to see Hawkgirl.
He should have been Hal.
Usually the more stuff you slam into a movie, that it usually dilutes it and it doesn't do well. But I look at what he's done with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I look at what they did with No Way Home, having 3 different Spider-Men and all the bad guys coming back. It can be done, and if anybody can juggle that, it's Gunn. Everybody's on pins and needles about this, but if you just look at the guy's track record, can you tell me a movie you haven't liked by James Gunn?
Romeo and Tromiet. Wait, was it Romeo and Tromiet or Tromeo and Romeo? He did a movie back at Troma. You know what I'm?
Okay. Okay,
that's
so
the
you're
only
bringing up
one I
something
did.
from the trauma days when he was just getting started.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's the only
I
one
will
I
say
know.
I am a little curious. So there's two sets of comics that I've actually read. I've actually read some comics, right? One of them was I really like that. I don't know what it's called. Maybe you guys know the arc of it. It's the shit the Black Lanterns. The
Yeah,
where
the
they
Black
take over.
Lanterns. Yeah, dude, that was
Darkest
awesome.
Night.
Darkest Night.
Darkest
Yeah,
Night,
I read that
Night
arc.
is awesome.
I did read that. That was really cool. And then I don't know what their titles is. Hawkman.
Yeah.
And Hawker. I did read one of their comic strips.
Well,
so
which version?
I
Because
don't fucking know, Jed. There's so many fucking versions.
What
I could
year?
never tell you.
We would know.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. All I remember from it was that it told a little bit backstory of their actual like where they got the medal, the nth medal,
Thanagar, and
the ninth medal.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's
always
see.
like the wings.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
You're thinking of the Tromaville Cafe. That's what he did for Troma. And Trova's TV's Edge. I didn't like movie 43. He did a segment in that. I didn't like movie 43.
Movie 43 sucked anyway. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned.
I agree with John. There was a segment in there that was good that he did.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was
he did
like
Super. I didn't like Super.
Yeah.
Super was it wasn't that great.
Okay. Mike Susie 4 says, "Oh, guys on the panel, Henry Cavill has the best odds 6-4 to play the next James Bond in 2027, possibly after an update by my insider Calvin Dyson." Well, I'd be down with that.
I'm okay with that, dude.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, when's he gonna have time after filming for Wolverine?
What?
Right,
dude? Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath for Cavill to be James Bond because of the people they've got in charge of it now.
Yeah, and I agree with John on this one because I don't think they want to go.
Yeah,
with
we'll probably just get stuck with Tom Holland. It's okay.
They don't, dude. No. Dude,
he's English. He's
everything.
English. That's I'm
okay.
Dude, if you get Tom Holland to play James Bond, everybody on this panel will be pissed except for Knox.
Okay, I'd like to point this out about Amy Pascal. She didn't really have anything to do with the last 3 Spider-Man movies. She's on there because of rights issues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of her contract. She's listed as a producer, but she didn't actually do any producing. Now, what she can be blamed for is that Ghostbusters movie.
Yep.
So who is Taron Egerton?
Yeah.
Oh, Taron Egerton from Eggsy from the Kingsman movies.
The Kingsman movies.
Kingsman was awesome.
The main dude.
I've seen like bits of them, but I'm not a freaking spy guy.
And I'm telling you, man, you would dig it. I'm telling you.
You know what I like the spy? Awesome. I like the tuxedo. That's it. That's what you got. You got the tuxedo.
It's a good movie, though.
What's the one that Mr.
Vince,
P
that would
did?
be perfect. I'm sorry, Knock. Let me answer this real quick. That would be perfect if Cavill had an appearance as Captain Britain. That would
the
be
all-woman
fantastic.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the all-women Ghostbusters. Go ahead, Knock. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I lost track of what I was saying. Like Mr. Bean. What was the one that Steve Carell did? I like the funny Bonds. Not Bonds,
right.
The funny spy ones. I can't get the serious spy ones. They're just too ridiculous. Especially when they more and more like as the franchise continues, it just turns into Fast and Furious. Right? They just get more spectacularly unreal in each iteration of the movie. So
Yeah, Mikey, I had heard that Aaron Taylor Johnson was the leader in the clubhouse if Cavill didn't do it. But and I think he may end up doing it because we've got to see how Warhammer 40K works out. That's what Cavill's working on now. So I doubt he's going to do any other projects besides that until he gets that out. He's producing it, he's the main guy behind that. So, and I've never played Warhammer 40K. I know there's guys that are passionate about that subject matter, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because I know my stepson David, he is all about some Warhammer 40K. He's always trying to explain the lore to me and everything. And
for the Emperor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Leslie Nielsen was a great spy in Spy Hard. Yes, that would be Knox kind of spy movie right there.
Dude,
yes.
if you do have him do Captain Britain, that would open the door for Excalibur, though.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
Yeah, right. Excalibur, which
that would
is
open
another
the door for. I would love
which
that.
is another mutant faction. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
buy those books, man.
Yeah.
I had that one. Yeah.
Dude, I have I have every single run of Excalibur.
Oh, I don't, man. Dude, my first wife decimated my comic book collection. My God, she sold it all. But anyway, what we started on that whole discussion on was freaking Jason Momoa playing Lobo. And if you guys don't know who Lobo is, he's basically the DC equivalent of Deadpool. He is a rock and roller, interstellar bounty hunter, and he's probably going to be after Supergirl in that movie. That's probably how he's going to have an appearance in it.
Is that the guy that rides the motorcycle?
Yes, he's the one we fight with the
DLC.
Yeah,
okay,
that's him.
Yeah.
And he's always cutting up. He's always wisecracking. He's got a cigar in his mouth. He's kind of a fusion of Wolverine and Deadpool. Imagine that. That's him, man. That's what his character's like. So it will be pretty interesting. What's he saying? Hang on a second. Let's see.
Here's a picture right here.
It sounds like and also like kind of like what's his face? What's his name? Thor.
Don't forget the motorcycle. Yeah, I know, Colin. Yes,
you mean the motorcycle?
Look at this picture right here.
Nice spelling, Red.
Joe, I got some for you.
Hang on, I got it, man. There, yeah. I mean,
yay.
Tailor made for this part, boys and girls. Tailor made.
I like how they used the Aquaman.
Right, they're using the Aquaman picture and then they're morphing it over to him. Yeah, he's tailor made for it.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And I got to tell you, I never thought that he was a good casting for Aquaman anyway.
No,
I think they did that just because he is, he's from Hawaii and he looks like a guy that would be in the ocean. You know what I mean? But you guys know from reading comic books, Arthur is, my favorite iteration of Arthur is, it's an Injustice, man. The Injustice 2 game.
Yeah.
How he's got the voice like this and, you're not wanted in Atlantis. I mean, he's just a really arrogant, friggin' tough guy is what he is.
Yeah, he is.
And, Momoa never played him like that. He played him like the guy that didn't want to be the king, and nothing could be farther than the truth. He loves being the king of Atlantis, man. So
well, here's another one right here, Joe.
Okay, go, man, go. Let's see it.
Let me do this.
If you can get it up there, if you can get it up, Jed.
Yeah, right. Take your pill, Jed. Take your pill.
Take your blue pill, Jed.
There's that one too.
Take your little blue pill. Let's see. Yeah. There's tons of pictures. Look, just search Lobo.
Lobo's awesome, dude. Yeah. And then there's these fights sometimes between Superman and Lobo that are hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
let's see.
I'm trying to find somebody.
What's he saying? Outrageous Batman Brave and the Bold? Yeah.
The Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He talked like this. It's outrageous all the time.
Yeah. we need the hook for Aquaman. Lose a forearm, right? Let's see. Injustice Aquaman, basically the Submariner from Marvel. Then yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah.
So my Aquaman is freaking Super Friends Aquaman.
I had a question for you guys if you were familiar with it. My brother, because I told him I was going to these cons, and he's like, and I like to go. I don't do much in the comic book areas, but he said if I could ever find Punisher war journals, be on the lookout for that. Apparently, he had a set. He had the original set when he was younger, and he ended up giving it to a cousin of his who basically trashed him. And he's regretted it ever since. So he's not a big comic 80s guy, but he had like I think it was 50 or the 50 issues or something like that.
He had the full run.
Yeah.
Dude, I
gave him away. So
I
always wanted to get him back again.
I think I have like 25 out of the full run. Book is awesome.
Well, speaking of looking at stuff at cons, are you ready to let us know about what you got coming up there, man?
Yeah, let me. I have the guest list pulled up. Let me share it real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I have
He's
to
got-
present it now. Hang on.
What's
this is new
what's
to
the
me.
name of the con you're going
So
to?
this one that's this weekend, I'm actually going there tomorrow. Is the first day. It's a 4-day event,
Oh, okay.
and I'm going to be there all 4 days.
Oh man, check you out.
Yeah, man. Yep, I'm off tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm taking Monday off to chillax. Here we
Mhm.
go.
Let's see. What's he got for me here? It'll be up in just a second, folks. There we go. Blow that up a little bit for us, brother. There you
Sean
go.
by-
Thank
we'll
you,
go by
sir.
rows.
Thank you.
By
Thank
rows.
you. Weird
So-
Al Yankovic. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's so fun to meet. I met him a bunch of times.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll do like a Q. Well, I'm sure they are, but
John Carpenter's gonna be.
I know. That's
Yeah,
what I was.
man.
That's the first thing I saw.
there's going to
I
be a
thought
ton of like
Carpenter.
little panels where they have like they talk about horror movies and stuff like that. So
Do you go to the panels, Knock, or do you just go?
that's one of the
shopping?
main reasons. There's not a lot of guests this year that I want to actually see and meet. So definitely like I've already gone through the schedule. There's a big schedule for all
Yeah.
4 days, and I've already somewhat planned out, at least favorited in time slots. I'm going to be fluid. I'm not going to try to get everything, but because I need time to because Jason Isaac is one I've already got.
Dude, yes.
ticket
Jason
to-
Isaacs
to-
is awesome.
I do want to get him. William Shatner, he was there last year. His lines are ridiculously long, and
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
not a
if you
Star Wars
want to get
guy
something from him,
or
now
Star
you're
Trek
not a
guy.
Star Trek fan, so
You
I
yeah.
understand, but
If you want to get some from
you
him,
better get it
now.
soon. He's
Get
not
it
going to be
now.
around.
that's
much
kind of why
longer.
I'm tempted to, but it's
Yeah,
like,
get it now.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next one down. Oh gosh, what said it.
Martin
Martin Sheen. Yeah,
Yep.
he's going to be there. They're doing a whole West Wing. What is it? West Swing.
West Wing, man.
Show.
Best
I
drama
didn't
in
know.
TV history, if you ask me.
I don't know how you pronounce Dulé. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his first name, but Hill. I know him from Psych. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I know him from.
He was the president's body man on West Wing. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then he was also in another show, the Necessary Roughness show that I really like. He played
Okay.
he played a
Cool.
general manager for a football team.
Cool.
I think you guys will like this one, little Carrie Eels.
Carrie Ells,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah,
Those?
Yeah.
I would love to meet him. I haven't met him yet.
I'm probably not gonna get his autograph. I'm not a big.
Princess Bride, baby.
Yeah, I've never watched.
Dude,
Dread Pirate Roberts.
I've never watched Princess Bride. So.
You know what?
So
Oh,
many
bro.
movies you gotta watch. I'm telling you.
Yeah, hey, set them up, man. Set them up for Saturday night, and I'll watch them. But we already did the one, and it was great.
Yeah,
Vincent D'Onofrio is a huge one.
dude, he's
that's like the
cleaning
reason
up
I'm
at the
going down there.
conventions
Yeah, he
lately.
is. Yeah.
Like especially with Daredevil.
Well, here's the thing. That guy has been around. There's so many fan bases for him. I love guys like him because people that have seen Full Metal Jacket know who he is.
Yeah.
He's Private Pile, right? He was on Criminal Intent.
Yeah.
Criminal
Yeah.
Intent.
That's
I always
where
called
I-
him
that's
Crane
where I
Technique
remember
because
from.
whenever he cocked his head, that's when he had you, man. He had you then. And then, of course, dude, Wilson Fisk. Is anybody going to be able to play him after this guy? I don't think they're
Nope.
going to be able to.
Edgar in Men in Black.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was. Yep. And he's hilarious. This guy's such a good actor. He's so underrated. Go ahead, man. Keep going.
Then Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Of course, The Office. I watched the crap out of that show.
See, the first time I saw that guy was on 6 Feet Under on HBO. That's when I saw him. Yep.
I don't. This is gonna be a controversial statement that I
lot
do
of,
not like the American version of The Office.
Yeah. Well,
Oof.
Well, I mean, it
It's
lasts
not that
longer than the
bad.
British version.
Yeah.
They could suck it. They
Go
last
ahead.
All 2 seasons.
Bradley Whitford. That's another West Wing guy there. Of course,
Yeah,
he was
a lot of the. Sorry, Joe. A
No,
lot of the Reno 911 folks will be there. The main guy canceled though, so. Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
No.
He is not new boot scooting.
Oh
here,
God,
so.
no.
He was
That
slated to
sucks.
come, but he canceled. So. A lot of them from the live action One Piece will be here.
Mhm.
They got Alex Kingston there.
Doctor Who or something like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's River from Doctor Who.
Okay. I don't watch that show. So let's see. And then some of the Twilight folks.
Oh boy, keep scrolling.
Ashley.
Keep scrolling.
Carl
scrolling.
Lumbly, may know him from American.
Carl Lumley, like
Dude,
him.
Laura
Yeah.
Bailey, bro.
Jonathan Frakes.
Yes, Laura. Yeah, Jonathan Franks. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I went immediately to Laura Bailey. Like,
Yeah.
bam.
yeah. Laura Bailey's gonna be interesting. I definitely
Yeah.
plan on getting her autograph.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten Troy Baker's. I do want to get what's her name? Who voices Ellie?
Mhm.
Ashley Johnson.
Ashley, yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to get her someday, but I haven't seen her pop up. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get Laura Bailey. I think she's doing a Q&A too, so that'll be interesting to see that panel as well.
Yeah, Bradley Whitmer's Mikey. He's been in a few horror movies. Cabin in the Woods is one. Another one was Get Out, the one that shot the guy from the comedy troupe to the top of the director's list, and I haven't liked anything he's done since. Let's see. River Songs, so annoying. Really? Frakes, yes, let him direct Star Trek 4. Yeah, they need to let him. He's a good director. Didn't he direct First Contact? I think he did. Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah,
But anyway, go ahead, Knock. We got to wrap this up. Go ahead.
Joey Fantone, a little NSYNC.
Bruce Boxleitner.
yeah, Bruce.
Bruce Boxleitner, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bruce O'Halloran.
He's
I don't know,
a
from Clerks
O'Halloran.
too.
He's a douche.
Let's see. You got a little Alan Ruck here. Let's see.
Barry!
Yeah, Barry Bostwick.
Barry
Asshole.
Bostwick.
Yeah,
Rocky
he's
Horror
an
Picture
asshole.
Show.
But funny. Yeah.
I got a couple Power Rangers here. I don't know much about them. That's the voice.
Just
actor.
ask. You
Dude,
better let
Sid?
Jimmy know you're going, man. You better let Jimmy know
I don't
you're
think he's
going.
gonna go all the way
Sid
down to
Croft's
Richmond.
gonna be there. That's awesome.
Some of the voice actors. I haven't seen this show. This Has Been Hotel.
Oh, Has Been Hotels.
A lot of the voice actors
I-
are going to be there for that. I haven't
My
watched it.
terrible,
granddaughter absolutely adores that show.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely a lot of voice actors at this one. I want to go through this quickly because I do want to go to one area that I think you guys will like.
Okay.
But I did like Chris Sarandon being in there, so they're playing jazz.
Chris
Dude, Dana
Sarandon,
Snyder.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Go ahead and keep going, but I'm going to grab something off the wall for Chris Sarandon. Hang on.
All right. We got Bob West. We got Barney. Always gotta like Barney.
Dana Snyder's the guy that does all the voices of the Aqua Teen too.
Hmm.
Most of them. He does Shake and some of the others in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay. Chris Sarandon. We've got. Let me show you this real quick.
Jim
Me
Shooter.
and my daughter and her
Yep.
husband all met him several years ago. I want to say this is about a decade ago. And I got his signature. Actually, what happened was Amanda, my daughter, got his signature on the Fright Night, playing Jerry Dandridge, the vampire in it, right? His famous role in that. But, and she got it. Actually, no, I got it. And he signed it to me. And my daughter said, "Oh, I wanted that one." And I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what you do. You get the one from Dog Day Afternoon, the first movie he was ever in. And boys and girls, check this out. You're not going to believe this. It was the first movie he was ever in. He was a supporting actor. It's called Dog Day Afternoon. And he was playing the whole reason why Pacino was ripping off this bank was so that his boyfriend, played by Chris Sarandon, could get a sex change operation back in the late 70s. And he won an Academy Award for that part. Love Chris Sarandon. Just wanted to show you guys that I had some stuff of his. Go ahead, Knock. Go ahead.
I'm not going to be too familiar with these comic book writers, so if you see one pointed out, I think
Jim Shooter is
Shooter is
he's
like one of the
famous.
biggest ones
Yeah.
on there so far.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Michael Conroy,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
I've not seen anybody big so far.
Yeah,
Me either.
Oh, Kevin McGuire. I'm a big fan of Kevin McGuire.
Kevin
Kevin
Justice-
McGuire did some awesome stuff. Yeah.
He did Justice League with Keith Geffen and Dave Mateus.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Grummett, he did some cool Superman stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's actually doing a series I'm reading about on YouTube right now on the Archivist.
Jeff Edwards, G.I. Joe artist.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm a
Eric
fan
Bahn.
of John Jackson Miller.
Eric Bahn, he did Blue Devil, brother. Blue Devil was awesome.
Mm-hmm. John Jackson
and
Miller.
Ron Wilson.
Yeah, he's written some Star Wars stuff. He just came out with a book last year.
Dude, he did Masters. He did Masters of the Universe and some of the other. He did What Ifs and some other stuff. I have.
He
all
did a
those
bunch
comics.
I got one of his. He did a Old Republic, not Old Republic, but an Old Republic comic strip, like huge one. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the literary because I want to get to one section I think you guys will like.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay.
On this one, come on, where are they?
I like the cosplayers, but
yeah,
you know,
here
not
we
many
go.
people know
This
who
is
they
where
are.
I was going.
There you go,
There
Mick
we go.
Foley, Kurt Angle, Kane,
Dude, you
Jake
got
the
like
Snake Roberts.
yeah. Whoa, bro, what's up? These are awesome.
I definitely want Kane's autograph.
Yeah,
I think I
Snake.
might try to get in line for Kane.
Jerry Lawler.
I imagine,
that's
and
another
I
one.
kind of do want to
I'm-
get Foley as well. I was a big fan of the Rocco Sacco combo.
If
Right,
you
yeah.
guys, I would get go down. I would get
get
Jerry's autograph as soon as you could.
No, Jerry-
and Rick and
Yeah,
Rick's,
Jerry's
Rick
not
was
gonna be
there
around
last
for
year.
me.
He looks so damn
Jerry,
frail.
Jerry's
Uh,
not
he
doing
does.
good, dude. So if you
Well,
guys
Rick
wanna
isn't
go,
either.
yeah,
Rick
Rick's
doesn't
not
do
doing
either.
good
Rick is
either.
not either.
Yeah, so
I do
yeah, get
remember
their
Booker
autographs.
T.
If I would go meet him.
Booker T's funny as hell.
Five time.
That's it.
Steiner, man.
Are you serious?
I do remember Scott
The
Steiner.
Steiner brothers.
Cassidy,
Earl
yeah.
Hebner, come on.
Dude,
Come
wait.
on, Get
He-
out of here.
yeah, Earl is like, nah, bro.
He's a heel ref. Nobody likes
Yeah,
him.
nobody like.
there's Jim Ross.
Good
Jim
old
Ross.
JR. That's
Hey,
my
there's
boy
the man
right
right
there. I
That
love
is the
it.
greatest.
Stone Cold,
Yeah.
he just broke him in half.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Can you
Legend.
believe this?
Right. These are legends, boys and girls. Yes.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my weekend, and then next week is Awesome Con, and we'll showcase. A little
You
bit
are
of that
going to
next week,
spend
but,
way too much damn
you know,
money
there's not
listening, bro.
a lot that I've already gotten to the ticket. I got the Vincent D'Onofrio, and I got Jason Isaacs already. There's not that many, maybe a couple of wrestlers, but it depends on how bad the lines are. I don't like standing.
Yeah.
that long. I'm actually looking more.
Are you getting the
forward to
VIP pass again? Or?
I got for this one. I did, but it's like it's the lesser VIP. So there's like hundreds of people that got the VIP. VIP is a joke these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now for the Awesome Con, I got the top-notch VIP, which is the ahead of the line, seat reserved, the whole
Right.
shebang.
Mm-hmm. Not waiting in line to do anything else. Better get the fast.
I do got that's the VIP, but the problem is there's like no real limit to the VIP, so
Yeah.
so
A
anybody
lot of
can
people
get
can
it.
get it.
Like,
Yeah. What a pain.
whereas next week
Okay.
only 32 slots for what I got.
Yeah, it's fun nerding out over that stuff, man. I love it when you show that stuff. It's very cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so we know Knock is going to be wiped out when we see him Wednesday, and he's going to have
Yeah.
some cool stuff to show us. Hopefully, he'll have his camera hooked up by then, and he can show us. I don't know. We'll see. Either that or he'll take pictures. One of the two.
Oh, I'll take lots.
All
of
right, boys and girls, it is that time of the show. We're actually
Do it.
behind, but we're going to get there. We're going to have every element in this show, and we're going to get in under 2 hours because I'm tired of running late.
Yeah,
I want to be able to. You should have seen me. I cut it short last night. But anyway, you know what we got to do now? We got to check in on the girlfriend of the show, boys and girls. You know what time it is. We got to do it.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms. Sweeney, see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
That's right. We got to check in on the girlfriend of the show, Sydney. Sydney Sweeney. It's time for the Sweeney spot. Sydney Sweeney brings Reddit nightmare to life in new film role. Now, what they're talking about here is there's a Reddit-inspired story that she's going to be doing. Let's see, the short story originally posted in 2021 by English teacher Joe Coate was titled I Pretended to Be Missing a missing girl so I could rob her family. As the unsettling title suggests, the plot centers around a young woman who poses as the long lost daughter of a grieving family, only to con them into a chilling act of deception. This sounds pretty neat, man. But she seems to like to do horror movies, guys. She's doing
She
a lot of
loves
those,
horror.
and she's gonna be producing it and everything. So be looking forward to that. I don't think they have a title for it yet. And I had to share this with you guys because you're saying we got a chance. Sydney Sweeney deletes kissing pic with fiance Jonathan Davino. Apparently, she's gotten rid of it off of her Instagram, boys and girls.
I heard a rumor.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that they're having problems.
Yeah, well, that's hey,
Yeah.
the red hot, the hot blooded American male public will be glad to hear all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But there's already somebody in the wings waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already know this, and I know who it is.
I think he's on a television show right now, and
It's not you, Jed.
No, it's not me.
No,
I actually know who it is.
She's been seen around a lot with that guy from 1923, the guy that plays Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
They've
There's
been
a guy
being
waiting
seen around a lot. So
yeah.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. Also, Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney's thriller Echo Valley gets new eerie first look. They released some pictures from it, and let's see. I'll blow this up so you can see them. There's only a couple of her, but this is a new movie with her and Julianne Moore. I think they play mother and daughter in it. But this is from Vanity Fair's first look at the movie. And it's going to be interesting to see. It's probably another psychological thriller. She likes to do these horror type movies, so we'll see what happens with it. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does next. I really want to see the one she's doing with Ron Howard. That's the Eden, I think, is the name of it. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
What are these guys talking about? But does Sydney Sweeney really need a man? No, she doesn't. And that's what we're probably going to find out in this next article right here. Sydney Sweeney takes to the skies in epic Tanzania photos. Now this is from her Instagram. There's a bunch. She's been putting a bunch of stuff up here lately, but the most recent ones, she's been out in Tanzania, and as you can see, she's amongst the wildlife and stuff, right? And she's got the whole safari look, right? Having a good time, as people her age should be doing.
Yep.
Elephants. I've always wanted to go to Africa, man. That seems like it'd be cool.
Get ate up by a lion or something.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
bro,
get ate up by a lion. No, I want to be Spencer. I want to hunt all that shit, man. That's what I want. But look, we're getting more of this. This is the regular crew she's always running with, right?
Yeah.
She's always running with those girlfriends of hers. And yeah. So when they said take to the skies, though, this one is hot air balloons. They're out there flying in a hot air balloon, man. Is this crazy? Check this shit out. Yeah. I'd love to do this. They have at LSUS, which is a campus that's close to us here, they have a balloon glow every year in the spring, and they're going to be having it pretty soon. And there's so many hot air balloons out there. It just seems like that would be a cool way to fly right there.
Yeah.
In a hot air balloon, man. I think that would be neat as shit.
I'd probably drop my phone.
Right? You drop your phone. Look at this person hanging out the side of the thing to take a picture. But I
got to get that good angle.
I'm telling you,
I can tell
crazy
you this.
doing that
It's
shit.
Slow and it's cold.
Yeah, right. I've never been in one though. But anyway, the only other thing on here is another ad.
Hey, I got something for you, brother.
Okay, well, just hang
I
on.
saw this the other day.
Let me get this taken care of here. But anyway, that's it for the Sweeney spot this week. She's got some new movies coming out and stuff. So
This article
really
keeps
interesting.
getting, and I've seen this on X and a lot of. For some reason, this article keeps getting brought up, and I'll give it to you.
Well, if you get it up here,
Okay.
just do me a favor. Tell me after you get it put up there, man.
Okay.
That way I'm not standing around
Okay.
with
There.
dead air.
Right there. For some reason,
Sweeney
this
says she
article.
won't stop doing nude scenes in movies. Oh,
Yeah.
she said that a while ago.
August of 2024, Jed.
No. Do you know why?
A year ago.
Yeah, and it keeps getting brought up.
Yeah,
for
I
some
know.
reason.
Yeah, but that's
apparently not in the last year because it's old news.
I keep seeing it all over X.
We had that one. We showed that one when it came out last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for her this week.
So guys,
I'm sorry, Jed. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so guys, you don't have to worry about her not doing nude scenes.
There you go. Yeah. As we reported last August. Okay. So we've got to tell you guys what's going on with the April movies this time around. First off, we've got Minecraft coming up. Is anybody even interested in seeing this movie?
Nope.
You know what?
I'll watch it when it comes on streaming.
I'm gonna go see it because that cast, like, this is like a movie that I don't want to see, but I like all of the freaking cast members. It's ridiculous.
Okay, well, I see two people that I like in movies, but I don't know about the rest of them.
Jennifer Coolidge. I mean, come
she's
on,
funny.
it just keeps
She's
getting
funny.
better.
I didn't know she was in it. I
like Emma Myers. You know,
Jason
like
Momoa is cool. Emma
Jack
Myers
Black is fine. He's kind of just turned into the same role over and over again now. But
I'm trying to think where I saw her last. I don't remember.
Danielle Brooks using Peacemaker.
Kate McKinnon's a SNL veteran.
Yes, she is.
Wasn't she in Barbie too? Wasn't she the weird Barbie? Yeah,
she was.
Yeah, she was the weird Barbie. And I think that is the extent of it.
What's Sebastian in? I feel like I remember him being in something too.
Well, let's see. Sebastian Hansen. Let's see what he's known for. Just Mercy, Liza's Story, Kid Tips.
Okay, I thought I knew him too, but pretty much everyone else though.
Yeah. It's. I mean, Jason Momoa and Jack Black are the two guys on the poster. So I mean, I don't know. I've never played Minecraft. I've seen people play it. Is there lore to that game? I don't know.
Yeah, there's huge lore.
If there is, I don't know. I've never actually played it myself.
A shit ton of it.
Well, tell us, Jed. But I mean, just give us an example. I mean, you know.
No,
I know what it is.
I actually had a friend who heard their kid loves Minecraft, so he was telling me all about it one night. Well, it isn't about you just digging. You gotta. There's this thing about Steve, and then this other character that.
Yeah, Jack Black's playing Steve, right?
Yeah. And then Steve's just like the normal character. You go around, and then there's this other one that haunts you in the middle of the night, and everything. It's just weird. And then there is actually an ending to the end of the Minecraft game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there is. Okay. Somebody found it, and I was like, "Wait, there's an ending to Minecraft."
Well, don't spoil it for us.
So. There's not technically an end. What there is, you go to the end and you fight the Ender Dragon. That's the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's basically a survival game, Joe. But
yeah, it is.
You know,
survival and exploration.
Collect resources.
I don't know much about it, but my friend, he was telling me all about
everything is in a box.
It. Yeah, so
everything's in a box. Yes,
I pretty much have Minecraft on every device I have.
So John would be the one to ask.
I don't. I've never played it. I wouldn't know who plays it. But, yeah. I
had people try to get me to play it, and I said nope. If I want to play
seeing as the guy that's got it on everything he owns isn't in a hurry to go see this.
There's something
it's not exactly like Fallout where it's a freaking huge where it's all lore. Right, and it's spread over the last.
Well, let's see what else we got. Luckiest Man in America. I'm not sure.
You got the Kleenex. You got Kleenex movie.
Did you say Kleenex?
That was the ad that popped up.
Okay, yeah, all right. I don't see anything else I'm interested in. You guys see anything
Nope.
on that week?
What did
And,
Pedro
and
Pascal
that's
in?
April 4th.
Oh, what?
What'd you say, John?
I said nope.
Yeah.
Hey, April 4th, the day I go to the convention with Biggles.
Yeah.
So
that's
the 11th, we've got a movie called Warfare coming around. This is okay. Let's look at the premise, and I'm going to point out that this is A24 Studios, same guys that brought us Civil War, that piece of garbage movie. A platoon of Navy SEALs embarked on a dangerous mission in Ramadi, Iraq, with the chaos and brotherhood of war retold through the memories of the event. So, if this is a documentary, maybe it'd be worth watching. But
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, that's
I'm not going to watch that.
A24 left a bad taste in my mouth with the Civil War.
Even if they've
really
got
did.
Joseph Quinn in it and Will Poulter, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
Okay. The Amateur, however, get out of my way, ads. They love to do that.
Get brave.
The Amateur is coming up. This is
I like
actually
me
a
some
remake.
Rami Malek.
I'm sorry?
I do like me some Rami Malek.
Yeah, Rami Malek's a great actor. I do
Yeah.
enjoy him. And this is actually based on a movie from the 70s. It's about a guy that works for the CIA, but he's an analyst, I believe. Kind of like this guy's like a Jack Ryan character. You know what I mean? But he's not a man of action. A CIA cryptographer manages to blackmail his agency into training him to let him go after a group of terrorists who killed his wife. So apparently he wants to become an operative for revenge in this film.
3 minutes over 2 hours. I'm out.
It crossed that line
No,
with
kidding.
Doc.
John
But look who's in it,
Bernthal.
man. John
Yeah.
Bernthal, Rami Malek, Rachel
Lawrence Fishburne.
Brosnan, Lawrence Fishburne. It's got a good cast. I like Holt McClane. I've liked just about everything he's ever done.
See,
Yeah, they've
missed
got a
so
pretty
many
good
good
cast in
movies
this
that
thing.
are over 2 hours.
Right?
Yeah, he's
You're
like,
just gonna
oh,
pass it over.
it's
Now
2
we know why
hours.
Knock has never watched anything. Half
Yeah,
the
it's
stuff
like,
he
oh, it's over 2 hours.
over
It
2
only
hours.
won
No,
4 fucking Oscars.
So, I mean, that's
You
more
know.
of a new development, right? Because it was like,
Yeah.
I'm getting so tired of movies. Listen, if you're going to make a 3-hour movie, right? One of the best pieces of advice I got was for Endgame, right? And that was to go when you see the words Amsterdam on the screen, go to the bathroom. And
Go
it's
to the
probably-
bathroom.
It's
Yes.
probably the best piece of advice because it would led to that scene with Ronan. It was the worstless fucking scene ever. When he's killing all those people, and it was probably the best piece of advice I ever got of when to go to the bathroom
Right.
during a long movie. I need that. When you see this, and I know we have that Run P app that we discovered last
Right.
year. So.
Right. Run P. Yeah. Yes. It's awesome. I can't. Wow. Talk about not wanting to go see a movie. Why would anybody want to go see this? 1-to-1, John and Yoko, a documentary.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yikes. No thanks.
I lived there during that era. I know all about
Nah,
John
don't need to
Yoko.
see that.
Yeah, I don't need to see it again.
And we've
Yeah.
got this one. Now, this one just looks strange from all the friggin' trailers we've seen come out the last few months.
I
It's
saw
called
this-
Sinners. It says trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. That
It just seemed like a weird.
it's
horror.
just a weird looking movie. I don't know what this has to do with or anything, but it's got some good actors in it, but I just don't know what this is all about, man. Haley Steinfeld, I dig, man. She's cool. But the whole aesthetic of this movie just looks strange to me. I don't know what the deal is with it, But hey, that's on the docket for let's see, what date is that? I believe it's the 18th. Yeah.
25th.
No,
was
I think that's
April.
the buddy. April
18th. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
saw the 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
I
saw the next one.
I
Yeah.
saw the trailer for this last night, and it looked just weird.
It looks weird.
It,
yeah.
it doesn't just no. No.
Let's see. So Joe, Jed, Knock, and John, Minecraft
Nope.
stream when? Never. I'm
Never.
not gonna play not. No.
Nah, I'll go play Legend of Zelda if I want to.
It's right after we
some
watch
pixelation.
Shawshank Redemption.
I'll play Chrono Trigger
Right.
if I want to play pixelization. You know, so.
No, I'm gonna do the Shawshank Redemption. I'm going to. I'm doing Cannonball Run.
I do
next.
like Delroy Lindo as well.
Yeah, it's got good actors in it, man. You know.
Some kind
Okay,
of,
here's one. This one I'm
Oh, I do
worried
wanna see
about,
that.
man. I'm worried about this movie.
What?
But
Oh, that one.
the last week of the month, the weekend that my man gets married the next day after this comes out. Old John Das Wolf in there. I won't be going to see this because I will be busy. I'll be in Missouri at his
way
wedding.
to pick your date there, John.
Yeah.
Well, I'm worried about it, so I don't mind because I love the first Accountant movie. I think it's one of the most original movies in a long time.
4 minutes after 2 hours. God.
And yeah, it's 4 minutes over 2 hours. So knock it out.
Oh no, it's
We know that.
bad. It's evil for knock. Yeah.
But John Barenthal and Ben Affleck, they play the brothers again.
I did finally watch the first one.
Did you? Did you like it?
I did.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't the first one over 2 hours?
It is. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was the weekend, so
I knew he'd
Oh.
like it for one reason. The girl that's in it. Because I know he's a fan.
So
Oh,
if it
Anna
has a
Kendrick?
girl and it's
Okay,
the
she's pretty
weekend,
awesome.
he'll watch shit.
I don't want to ever see her Cups video again, but other than that,
Right. The Cups video could go away. I'm sick of that.
That
too.
just needs to just disappear. It got way overplayed.
Dude,
But she's good. I love Anna Kendrick. I think she's
I'm
awesome.
gonna miss you when you're gone.
Yeah, right. But we own the Accountant. Yeah. Look, first of all, if you don't like spoilers, don't watch the trailer for this. Okay. And the thing that bothers me about this one is one of the best parts of that first movie is they show as much as Knock doesn't like to hear this, the flashbacks. The flashbacks to them when they're kids is one of the best storytelling things in the whole movie, you know? And they don't show any of that in the trailer. Now, it's not to say it's not going to be in there, you know, with a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes. I'm sure they're going to have some, but this worries me that I did not see that in this trailer. You know what I'm saying? It looks more like an action movie with the brothers just attacking shit left and right. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that one comes out the weekend of the 25th. I'm trying to think if there's anything
Well,
else. Yeah.
Until dawn, I'm not going to go to the movies to see these, but
Mhm.
I definitely want to get a chance to watch them on streaming.
Yeah.
This is about this is right up Knox Alley because it's an hour and 34 minutes.
An hour and 34 minutes.
I do like it.
It's
If I
concise.
hate it, only wasted an hour and a half of my time. So
It's basically a time loop movie where they've got to try and escape the villains trying to slaughter them in gruesome ways.
Yep. Yeah, I saw the trailer for this not too long ago.
it's like
and
an
it
evil
looks
Groundhog's Day. Okay.
evil
Yeah.
Groundhog Day.
I like it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Um,
I don't know if I go to.
It's
theaters.
got a cool premise, man. It's got a cool premise. I saw that, and is there any other media with this, or is this an original movie?
This
Is it based on something, or
Yeah, I don't think it's based on anything.
okay? Let's take a look at the cast because I did single this one out. I did. I said this one looks interesting. I read I saw the trailer for it.
I don't know who any of these people are.
I don't either. It's a bunch of young guys.
Which
That's
Is
fine.
this-
That means the movie didn't cost a lot.
Which
Yeah,
movie is
right.
this?
Oh, Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare, we know though.
Yeah.
He's been the big tough guy in a bunch
He's,
of movies.
he's always
Yeah.
the Russian. Tough
Okay.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they totally changed this from the game. I know what movie you're talking about now.
Okay, this is based on a game. Is that
Yeah,
right?
and I love this
Well,
game.
there is a
I've gone-
game called Until Dawn.
I've-
But I don't think it's based on that.
I don't think it has
no,
anything to do with that one.
I don't think it's based on that. So
Okay.
No, there is an Until Dawn game, and Peter Stormare is the doctor, and he's playing the same character that he was in the
Okay.
game.
Okay, well there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, and here, but the movie is nothing like the game.
Okay, gotcha.
He's
So
playing
he's
Dr.
the
Hill.
only thing that's canon.
He's the only thing that's canon. Yeah.
They changed the whole game. It was
That's
ridiculous.
good. I like it. I like
Well,
it.
that's
He's the
good.
only thing
That's
they
good.
carried
Maybe
over.
we
They're
got
like,
No, the game
let's
was
do,
awesome.
Let's do nothing about the game, but keep
Yeah.
the one character.
They got the so they got the
That's
clown
kinda
mask
funny, I
in it.
know.
That's
Right.
all they have is him and the clown mask.
right?
The other one is Shrouds, which is a David Cronenberg film.
Oh, wait. I did not know there was a David Cronenberg movie on this friggin' list. Oh, shit. Let's see. Karsh, an innovative businessman and grieving widower, builds a device to connect with the dead inside a burial shroud. Wow.
Sounds
Dude,
very
doesn't that
ladies.
sound
Look,
like
David Cronenberg, I guarantee you. Oh,
this is gonna be
1 minute
Oh,
short of
man.
2 hours, bro.
Oh, you-
1
you-
minute short of 2 hours. David Cronenberg is the king of body horror, folks.
dude, this is gonna be nasty.
Yeah, it is. He directed the Fly movie with Jeff Goldblum. If you've ever seen that.
Oh
And
man, yeah, that was part of the horror month. Yeah,
yes,
that
absolutely.
was an awful movie. But
And
yeah,
look at this. Vincent Casel's in it. Guy Pearce. Oh, yeah. He always works with really good actors, man. Good Lord. Yeah. I don't know most of the rest of these people, but I definitely love Guy Pearce. I love him. This should be, yeah. I might throw down some money and go see this, but I'm going to have to grab my buddy Mark to go see it with me.
Yeah,
Because
she ain't gonna.
he's the guy I grabbed, like when I went to see Nosferatu. That's the dude I called. I said, okay, let's go, man. Let's go see a horror movie. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Thanks, John. I missed that one. Shit. David Cronenberg. Look, guys, I'm a huge fan of that guy. And actually, if you don't know who he is, if you've ever seen the Clive Barker movie, what is the name of that movie he did where David Cronenberg's the bad guy in it? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Monsters something. It's about the monsters in the closet, the monsters under the bed.
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed. That's the name of it. If you've ever seen that movie, David Cronenberg plays the part of the psychiatrist that's trying to kill all the Nightbreed. He's the guy in that movie, and I love his stuff. Plus, he's done some stuff outside of horror that's really good too. He did A History of Violence with Viggo Mortensen. He made 2 movies back to back with Viggo Mortensen. They were really good. Eastern Promises about the Russian mob, and A History of Violence, which is based on a graphic novel, by the way, guys, if you didn't know that. And it got, I believe, John Hurt, the guy that was playing Thunderbolt Ross, got him an Academy Award. He won an Academy Award for that movie. Playing his brother. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. David Cronenberg, The Shrouds. Gonna have to check that out. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for our lineup this week. Jed, is there anything you want to share with everybody before we get out of here?
Yeah, it's just the archivist for right now.
Okay. Let me pop that up real quick. Let them know what it's all about, man.
I'm slowly putting other stuff together in the background too. So
yeah,
but right now I'm just doing the stuff on the archivist.
Okay, well, tell them what's going on in the archivist, man. I'm about to throw it up there.
Okay,
there you go.
Well, right now, the archivist is where I talk about all my comic books, video games, everything else. If you go down a little bit, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You see right that? Here? Yeah, you see these? These are my last lives. I even did one last night. You see, 16 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of comic book stuff on there again recently. So, streams by myself, by the way. I've never done streams by myself. This is the first time that I actually did.
And I'm very proud of him for that, by the way. I've been screaming at him for 2 years now.
He's been screaming at me for 2 years. Just do a stream by yourself. I said, I need somebody to bounce off. One night I got so bored. Kay went to bed really early. He was gone because we were doing stuff. And I was like, dude, I'm so bored. And then somebody, and like, I was talking to one of our other YouTube family and stuff, friends and stuff.
Reader's Digest version, please, sir.
So he's like, dude, do a stream. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so I was like, okay, what's one of my favorite comic
You're
books?
spilling water.
Uh-oh, somebody's spilling water. Look out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, dude, what is one of your favorite comic books? A section of it, a series. He goes, Panic in the Sky. Go do a series on Panic in the Sky. Okay. So that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna have some other stuff. Like I said, me and Joe are gonna do movies and stuff on his
No,
channel,
don't use that.
my channel.
I'll take care of it later.
So that's everything we love about pop culture is over there. So
All right, man. Well, thanks for being here, Jed. I appreciate it. John, what you got coming up, man?
Well, while my book is being edited, I took a break from actually writing it. I'm actually putting out an RPG supplement.
All right. Cool.
that's awesome, bro.
It's called the Iron Codex Relics of Metal and Madness, compendium of magic items, artifacts inspired by the songs and bands of metal for AD&D, 3.5 in Pathfinder, and 5th edition.
Wow. Check you out, man.
But I've got this all ready to go, and I'm ready to kick it off. I'm not at the point to kick it off yet, but basically I'm doing a Kickstarter just exclusive. I mean, I've got all the items made, most of the items made. It's going to have over 100 items to start with, and then of course more through the Kickstarter through if we get the stretch goals and stuff. But and also adventures and stuff like that. But it's the 5,000 I'm trying to raise for this is going exclusively for hiring artists to do the items and the cover. This was just a quick AI mock-up, so that's not the actual cover.
John, I think you need to make a $500 pledge, and then you will do the Godzilla -1 review. And that's the only way you'll do it. Okay, there you go.
There it is. Yeah.
I'll get back to the Godzillas eventually.
Red, it was good to see you, buddy. Sorry, John.
Red, it's always good to see you, bro.
Might be at the Nintendo Switch Showcase in LA next month. Oh man,
Very
listen,
cool, dude.
If they're just tossing out Switches, you know where to send one of them. Okay,
Right.
They like to do
Go
that.
ahead,
You just
John.
throw them at the crowd.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so I mean, it's all digital except for you'll get a voucher to get print on demand from RPG now. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's my next project. While that's what I'm doing while things are getting edited. So,
I hear you, man. I hear you. All right. Thanks for being here, buddy. I'm going to see you next month at the end of the month. We got about a month to go.
I got a wedding coming up too. So,
Yeah,
I wish I could be there for you, John.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, man.
Hello.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky enough to live only 2 states away from him,
Yeah.
and I am moving my mother down here, so I'm going to be busy before then. But I'll be ready to come up and see him. Looking forward to it. And Vince put your other links in there for your books.
Thank you, Vince.
Yep. He's the hardest working wrench in the business, man. He's all over the place. Knock, are you trying to share something down there? What you got there, man?
Am I? I don't mean to be.
Oh, okay. Well, you.
No, I'm not. Sure.
Okay, cool. Got it. But yeah, we're looking
share.
forward to your report at what's the name of the convention you're going to?
This one this weekend is GalaxyCon.
GalaxyCon.
Yeah.
That stuff he teased us with. He's going to have some stuff for us to see.
And Joe, I will be going to the Game On convention here in Arizona with Biggles and some other people from YouTube on April the 4th. So,
very cool. Very cool.
I
am not belittling your wrenching abilities there, Ariel, at all. Let's see, Joe. Can you post the link to the Kickstarter campaign?
It's not live yet.
It hasn't started yet. So
that's just the preview that I'm able to get to. I haven't got it live yet.
Yeah, he hasn't done that live yet, man. So I knew that. I should have told you. Sorry about that, buddy. Let's see. I spelled it wrong. I meant wench, not wrench. That's what I thought. I didn't want to speak out of turn. But anyway, let me let you guys know what's going on with my channel. Of course, you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We talk about everything pop culture once a week for you. So you guys come check it out next week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. As always, the next time you'll see me is Friday, as Sketching the Privateer comes your way at 1 p.m. Central Time. You want to check that out. The Story of America's Pirate Patriot. I've been doing a lot of work on it now, guys. I'm doing 3 drawing streams a week, and I'll explain that in just a second. I just did one today. What's that?
You said one of them when you're drinking on. So
No, they're called drink and draw streams. That's what they're called. And I'm not drinking on it, but that's what they're called.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
Well, then that's a terrible name.
I know it is. I know. I'm not drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just not going to do it. But anyway,
I was
at
like
1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can see me draw my comic book. So come by and check it out. And then, of course, at 8 p.m. Central Time on Friday, you want to go check out John on Gaming Night with John on Pop Culture Minefields channel as Knock and Jed and Martin Acosta Santana, the greatest producer in the world. Just give him as much hell as they can while he's beating people up with a baseball bat.
Yeah, he beats a lot of people up all the time.
So go check that out on Pop Culture Minefields channel every Friday at 8 as he plays Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. Then, of course, the Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. Brothers Hack the Matrix at 6 every week. Every weekend on Sunday. And then, of course, Monday morning, it's going to be another draw stream with Gary. He's working on Vindicated. He has said he's going to do nothing but draw streams until he gets the book done. He did a lot of work today. It looks really good. He's damn near done with it. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing this when he's done with it. And I'm on there drawing the Privateer. So you guys come check it out. We had 3 artists on drawing today. It was me and Comic Relief Crusader was drawing as well, and Gary working on his work. So you guys come by and check it out Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's time for It's Only Talk and Roll. And I think we're going to do the Canon Film Club this week on That 70s Rock Fans channel. I'm not quite sure what movie it's going to be, though. He's going to let us know, but it will be coming your way at 4 p.m. Central Time this Monday on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, I start my streaming week with Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Only 2 more episodes are going to be at the 10 o'clock slot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's the first Tuesday of the month, so I will be playing DC Universe Online with my good buddy Lunatic.
So we only have 1 Mass Effect then.
We're not even going to have 1 more Mass Effect because I'm going to wrap up the late night with some Madden probably on the last show. And then we'll go back to Mass Effect at a new time on a new day. I don't know what time it's going to be or what day, but it's going to be
It's going to wake me up at 2
What's going on, guys? I'm not canceling the show. I just have to move it to a time when my mother's awake because my mom is going to be right next to this room living with us after that point. So I'm going to wrap up After Dark. It's going to have a new name, but it's going to be a video game stream, but it'll be at like 6 o'clock at night on either probably on Monday. I'll probably do it right after I get done with That 70s Rock Fan. But anyway, look forward to us playing DC Universe Online this Tuesday. Come check it out at 10 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, it's right back around to State of the Atmosphere. So for myself, the Knoxter, the Jedster, and the Wolfensteiner, the Das Wolfensteiner. I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check the chat one more time. Make sure everybody's getting their final says in. Vince is throwing up the friggin' links for me. Appreciate it. Let's see. John, where were you thinking of planning that Fallout London mod for Fallout 4? That's what he's playing, I believe.
That's what I know. No, I'm doing Tale of Two Wastelands. I'm playing Fallout 4 for myself. The Fallout London. We'll see. Because there's also 2 more Fallout New Vegas mods that are big that I can do.
They're awesome. So,
Vince says, let your mom play. She can't do much worse than you. That's the name. Oh, my God.
Damn.
That's true, Vince. It's
Damn.
true.
I think we got to end it there. That's
oh yeah, that's about it. Let's see.
Too much burn on that one.
Yeah,
Don't kill Joe.
I don't know why this gun isn't working. I'm shooting. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay. So Vince says, cheerio, guys and gals. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a good night. Ariel, of course, is back to her rare form and saying, until next time, everyone, stay out of trouble or don't get caught. And you know what I'm going to tell you. I want to thank you guys for being here. Like, share, subscribe, let everybody know about it, and tell people if they didn't get to see it, I'm going to be replaying it at 8 o'clock on the big green play button and Twitch and Kick, I think, is who the other 3 channels I'm going to be putting it on. Share it out. Let everybody know about it. Vince has put all the links in there for you. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And as usual, whether you like them small,
Sup?
medium,
That.
or large,
What's that?
Tuesday continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmospheres channel, even if I'm not going to be drinking late at night.
And
You guys take care of yourselves. It was good to see all of you.
he'll actually play better, I think. I don't know. So.
Peace.